The sun was already setting, painting the sky with vibrant hues of orange and crimson as the lavish beach party was in full swing. The steady rhythm of the waves aligned perfectly with the pulsating music, giving Vince and his buddies the perfect stage to set their playful antics into motion. The beach was teeming with people, each with their own story, their own desires, adding to the pulsating ambiance of the event. Within this vibrant mix, our protagonist Vince stood out, not by virtue of his appearance, but his charm, his carefree demeanor, and devil-may-care attitude towards life, and especially women. "Ladies, the night is young, and so are we. Let's not squander this beautiful evening by standing around. Luke, crank up the music." As if on cue, the music's volume soared, evoking a wave of laughter and excitement that swept through the crowd. Vince was the conductor of this orchestra, effortlessly leading the symphony of laughter, lust, and desire. "Come, join me for a dance, or perhaps something more." With every flirtatious banter, every mischievous smile, Vince was weaving a narrative of desire, of love lost and found at a sunny beach soiree. And so, as the sun disappeared beyond the horizon, the party was just beginning. The stage was set for a night that promised a whirlwind of emotions, of love and lust, and most importantly, a night that bore witness to the epic journey of our protagonist, Vince, and his buddies. Chapter 1 opens with a vibrant panorama of a luxurious cruise ship anchored by a sun-kissed beach. The beauty of the scene is further accentuated by the Azure Sea, which stands as a tantalizing metaphor of the unfolding sensual experiences. On the ship, amidst the pulsating parties and splendid decor, the atmosphere is electrifying. A hint of sweet anticipation hangs in the air, combined with the tantalizing aroma of exotic food and cocktails, creating an intoxicating mix. Booked a one-way trip to pleasure, ladies. Vince slithers through the crowd, his smile as sly as his intentions. His tongue is swift and silver, spinning tales of grandeur and charm, wrapped in laughter and audacious lies. His eyes, glinting with mischief, never fail to seize their attention. Caught in his charismatic anchor of words, women find themselves ensnared. His touch ignites their skin, awakening a primal desire. His voice, a siren song, lures them deeper into his web of seduction. As the cruise ship sets sail, leaving the shore gradually behind, so does the veil of inhibition among the guests. The atmosphere shifts from sophisticated to sensuous, each moment drenched in lust and temptations. Vince revels in the unparalleled freedom that only the vast open sea can provide. Every encounter is an exploration, a journey into the profound depths of hedonistic pleasure. The night air is thick with passion, and his conquests abound. As the sun dipped its last rays into the ocean, nightfall cast a grandeur cloak of stars upon the vast sea. The deck of the luxurious cruise ship, now safely anchored in the embrace of the deep, became the stage for a night to remember. Laughter echoed through the crisp sea air, mingling with the symphony of the clinking glasses and the syncopated rhythms of exotic music. The cruise ship vibrated with an intoxicating energy, a wild undercurrent of desire that ran through its opulent corridors, calling on all its inhabitants. As the night progressed, the moon painted the dance floor silver while Vince approached his potential interests one by one, each encounter more thrilling than the last. Exploration, excitement, and ecstasy, the cruise ship had become a microcosm of all Vince desired. And as the majestic ocean party roared on, Vince's quest for thrill seemed paralleled by the tumultuous sea itself, the tempests of his heart mirroring its ebbs and flows. Pleasure was his treasure, and he was hell-bent on finding it in the Sea of Desires. Chapter 3 of the movie Sea of Desires unfolds in a high-end penthouse, boasting a sophisticated jacuzzi that has been witness to numerous encounters of Vince. Amid the bubbling waters, Vince is stripped bare, not just of his clothing, but his guarded emotions. The jacuzzi serves as a confession booth, a therapist's couch, a stage to enact their concealed desires. You know, in this swirling warmth, I can't tell where your body ends, and mine begins. Vince confides into the ear of his companion, a sultry hint of velvet in his voice. Kara, a radiant redhead who held an inexplicable charm over Vince, laughed softly and retorted, "Isn't that the magic of such intimate encounters, Vince? To lose oneself, even if for a fleeting moment. Her voice dropped to a hushed whisper as their bodies moved rhythmically to the pulse of the water. The chapter reveals contrasting experiences with women like Cara, Bella, and Mariah, who are beguiled by Vince's enigma. But each encounter unravels a new layer of Vince, a seductive mix of raw passion and vulnerability. In a narrative twist, the Jacuzzi, a seemingly frivolous indulgence, proves instrumental in deepening the plot, teasing darker undertones beneath the surface. "It's not just about the lust, Vince," Bella discloses during one particularly intense confrontation. "It's about what happens when the sun comes up and we're left with nothing but our raw, exposed selves." And so, Jacuzzi Escapades offers more than just physical seduction and fleeting romance. It delves into the intricate maze of human emotions. It's a chapter of self-discovery and revelation as much as it is of love and lust. The chapter 4 starts with the premise of celebration. The sun is beginning its descent from its peak, casting a golden hue over the vast sea. The cruise ship, being the center of this sun-kissed spectacle, carries a lively aura. Laughter, music, splashes of water, all indicating the start of the much-anticipated bikini party. The deck of the ship has transformed into a diverse showcase of beauty. Women of varying sizes, shades, and shapes confidently sashay around in their bikinis, with wide smiles across their faces. The air around them carries celebration, liberation, and acceptance. Vince stands in a corner, taken aback by the radiant display of confidence and allure. His traditional thoughts challenged, he feels an admiration rise, not just for their physical appearances, but for their audacious spirit. His eyes leap from one woman to the next, each time appreciating a different aspect of beauty. The party is an enchanting blend of music, dance, and laughter. The ship, dancing with the rhythm of the waves, is afloat with an open-minded acceptance of beauty. In this utopia, many beautiful episodes unfurl. Amongst the infectious festivity, Vince perceives a radiant woman of color, her curvaceous figure accentuated by a daring red bikini. Across her, a petite woman dances with abandon, unself-conscious of her skinny frame. Nearby, a plus-sized woman radiates confidence, wearing her stretch marks proudly like battle scars. Engaging with these women at a deeper level, Vince realizes he is not just the observer but also evolving. He discovers that beauty is not egregious but a celebration of diversity. The women in front of him, each so distinct yet so similar, teach him an unforgettable lesson. Beauty can't be confined to a single definition. It is expansive and boundless. As the day succumbs to the night, the party progresses with fervor, carrying forward its ethos of body positivity. The ship sails forth under the canopy of a starlit sky, leaving a ripple of acceptance and appreciation in its wake. It was another vibrant evening at the beach bar, filled with laughter, banter, and pulsating music. Amidst the revelry was our protagonist, Vince, determined not to leave without accomplishing his goal. Vince prepared for his first act of the night. He shuffled to a secluded corner of the bar, despondently looking down into his drink, his face carrying a hint of sadness that was palpable even in the dim strobing lights. A group of women, intrigued by this solitary figure, approached Vince. They asked him if he was okay, to which Vince sighed and shook his head. He dramatically claimed to be a lost soul, untouched by love or lust. Vince played innocent, stating he was a virgin who rarely ventured out. He stressed upon his loner lifestyle, embellished by the fact that he stayed single, largely due to his shy nature. Much to the surprise and amusement of his audience, Vince's comically innocent portrayal of himself evoked a spate of laughter and a measure of sympathy. His hilarious antics had transformed the night from a casual bar outing to a captivating comedic play. Despite their laughter, Vince never broke character. He looked at them with puppy dog eyes, upheld his tragic comic facade all evening, and lavishly basked in the attention he was getting. His ostensible innocence and exaggerated loneliness were nothing short of a comedic spectacle. From feigning virginity to overstating his singlehood, it was an evening where Vince's humorous deception took center stage, turning his pursuits into a memorable chapter of the Sea of Desires. Chapter 6 unfolds in the realm of indulgence and tranquility, a luxurious spa retreat nestled amid serene mountains. Here, mud baths serve not merely as therapeutic detoxifying treatments, enchanting the senses with a calming blend of warmth and smoothness, but they also create a space for sensual exploration and romance. As the women enter the premises, the soothing ambiance, coupled with the subtle wafts of lavender and mint playing with their senses, usher them into the world of comfort and luxury. The spa, intricately decorated with polished stone floors, dimmed lighting, and splashes of floral fragrances, promises an experience like none other. "I've never seen anything this relaxing and comforting," Serena murmurs, drinking in the soft melodies faintly resonating from hidden corners. An ecstatic sigh leaves her lips as she eases into the warm embrace of the mud bath, her eyelashes fluttering close, her mind serenely blank. "This is divine," Evelyn agrees as pickles her feet into the steaming pool. Her laughter rings out melodically, infecting the surroundings with pure joy. She reclines into the cushioned edges, her eyes reflecting the glitters of triumph and indulgence. The spa serves as a symbolic oasis of self-awareness and body appreciation for the women. Once wrapped in their comfortable, fluffy robes, they explore the premises, appreciating every corner. Each step and each touch provoke waves of sensual exploration. Astoundingly, the simple act of taking a mud bath has become an experience of erotic revelation. Chapter 6 concludes with the women leaving the spa facility, their faces glowing with newfound appreciation and contentment. The luxurious retreat has served its purpose, a pathway for sensual exploration and self-love, an experience they would carry with them long after. Chapter 7 Emotional Whirlwind. In this chapter, the thick plot of targeted pursuit and steaming sensuality takes a surprising twist. Despite his unruly lifestyle and several enticing encounters, Vince develops unforeseen emotional bonds. I had been a wanderer, a seducer, a lover to many. Yet there was something about her. It was alarming. The way she looked at me, it wasn't lust, it was love. Suddenly, amidst our heated exchange, I felt a pang of something I couldn't quite put my finger on. It was different. It was real. It was need. As Vince grapples with these emerging feelings, his self-centered persona is challenged. Simultaneously, the sparks of passionate encounters fan into a burning desire for something more profound, something emotionally fulfilling. I didn't know what was happening to me. My heart, once a battlefield of lustful conquests, now felt conquered. It was as if she, with her innocence, had thrown a lasso around my reckless desires, silencing them to a quiet murmur. In this unpredictable whirlpool of emotions, secrets are revealed, some sweet and tender, others hauntingly painful. As Vince gets more and more enmeshed in this emotional web, he begins to experience a new dimension of love and lust. In the face of the vast sea, the sun setting behind, and amidst the gathering darkness, our story reaches its zenith. Suddenly left alone with his thoughts, Vince sat on the edge of the yacht, brooding over the chain of events. The jovial atmosphere that once reigned was now subdued, replaced by an introspective silence. The deafening uproar of water against the vessel served as the background music to Vince's reflections. What an incredible journey! He murmured to the wind, a half-smile curving his lips. He realized that the voyage that was supposed to be carefree had taught him more about the complexities of desire and love than anything else could have. His mind kept going back to the diverse, passionate people he had met, their vibrant stories, their desires, and their actions, all blurring the line between love and lust. These memories sparked a fresh understanding within him. "We've all got desires, haven't we?" Vince said out loud to the silent sea, memories reeling in his mind. Sophia, Marco, Isabella? And the truth is, our desires are just a reflection of ourselves, our vulnerabilities. And with that realization, a sense of resolution washed over him, far more heady than any high-octane adventures he had experienced. Affectionately patting the side of the yacht, Vince moved to retreat, leaving a part of his experiences, his learning, and himself with the vast sea of desires. With countless stars as his audience, Vince walked away from the stern, carrying the truth and revelations in his heart, leaving behind a story that was as much about desire and love as it was about self-discovery and acceptance. And so, Sea of Desires meets its epic finale, a tale defined not only by carnal passion but seasoned with reflections on love and the narrative of life itself.